There we go. Eddie Ford in the studio. Welcome.
Thanks, boys. Thank you very much.
Now, Lehmo, I went out and I had a quick chat to Eddie. I said, look, apologies that the full team isn't assembled. He goes, that's all right. One of the boys is. So, Rabsy.
Oh,
He was more excited to see you than he was myself or Lehmo.
Well, I met Eddie at the All-Australian Awards last year, and he literally came up to my table and started singing Plastic Bertrand.
Nice. So you're a big fan of the show?
Yeah, love the show. JB and Billy and Rabs as well. It's good to have you guys in as well, Dale and Anthony. So, off the bench.
Dale and Anthony. I do like that. Dale and Anthony might have legs since we've hard launched our relationship this week.
We may as well. What about the show in particular? Is there a segment or a person that's your favourite?
Not really. Like I just always on the way home, driving home back to the west side of Melbourne. Then in Point Cook, and I've always have the rush hour one. So all the jokes like Billy, JB, just crack me up all the time. So I love it.
It's not just the rush hour, though, because Eddie has rung in for Marty Shigold show and has also rung in overnight pranking Luke Boner.
Oh, when did you prank Luke Boner?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. It was a while back. I was just with a few mates or something. I was like, oh, boys, let's... on the way home from a dinner or something, it was pretty late.
Yeah.
Like, what time's you on? 12 o'clock or something?
Something like that.
It's a mid-dawn shift. He's on right up until breakfast.
Yeah. We just thought, let's go on, boys. Have a chat. And then,
Right. And your phone through and
and then just talked about rubbish. I don't know what I was thinking about. But
Do you know how we found out? Because we rang Eddie for an interview last year and his number came up in the system as another name from another suburb.
Interesting.
I tried to keep it similar to the Todd from Barwon Heads, and you know how he calls as someone from the suburb.
Yeah.
I was like Longy from Longwood or something.
Like a Trent from Trentham.
We like that. What about your kit today?
My kid, you know what? I copped a lot of it in the morning. I walked in, got the brown boots on and the rod and gun sort of quarter zip.
And I'm led to believe that your training attire that you usually rock up in is tracky pants, tracky top, and slides.
Oh yeah, it's pretty basic. But today I knew I had something on side. Thought I'd try and impress the boys while I get here.
Yeah,
It's working.
It's a good get-up. I like it.
Thank you.
Did you realise it was me and Daisy before you came in the building?
I did,
Were you
yeah.
gutted when you walked in and went, oh, great.
I was a bit upset. No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't know because I heard from the start of this week. You guys have been on since Monday, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Monday. Yeah, so I didn't know.
So you were fully across that. Now, now let's talk about your day. What have you been doing?
Pretty basic. Just, had main train. Not too much to it, really.
Right, okay.
Getting
Well,
ready
you
for
got
a big game.
Big game,
Yeah.
Gold Coast at Marvel.
Yep. Winnable, I think. Well, most games we're going to, we're hoping to win.
Yes.
We've been in some right form the last few weeks. Should have knocked off Collingwood, maybe.
Yep.
You've been unlucky a couple of times.
I'd say that, but
Well, close
The
calls.
Pies game,
You've been
you
right
should
in
have
them.
won. You were dominating that for large
Yeah.
portions.
no teams really lose when you're 9 goals up, but we found a way. But the Melbourne game as well, good contest. And then, Doggies got away in the end, but it was only, I think, 3 goals in the end. So we're on the right track.
Now, we've been watching along. You've got an Elvis little number on your mouth guard.
Yep.
You've had the mutton chops for a while there. You've got the slick back hair at times. You've got the oil on the arms. You're number 40 and you're rolling with Eddie Ford. It just all seems to make sense.
Yes.
I don't know. Just the name comes from my first or second day when I walked in, and it was COVID times, so my facial hair decided to. Well, I didn't decide to. I just it grew out,
Well, that's what it does.
Yeah.
It goes out. Yeah.
I let it go for a bit, and then I was like, I better shave up for the first day, look presentable. But I left the sideburns a bit longer than usual, and then Jai Simpkin, captain, was like, "G'day, Elvis," and this from then it stuck, and then apparently I have the same mannerisms,
Yeah, right. Have you become an Elvis fan since that, or not really?
A little bit more. Yeah, I watched the movie.
Yeah.
I can only tell you a few songs, but I do enjoy Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A
good.
real fan favourite too, but also you took a big hanger this year on Max Gawn. It's a good effort.
Yeah, just wasn't the biggest one, but it was getting up there. I guess through juniors and stuff, I've always been a marking player. So when the opportunity presents itself, then happy to try and fly.
You've enjoyed a hang. Well, I tell you what, he's a big unit, Max Gawn. But you played junior footy with Josh Giddey.
Yep,
He's gone on to do all right, hasn't
he
he?
has. We're still in contact sometimes here and there.
Yeah.
He's obviously very busy in the States, but he's in Melbourne at the moment. You probably would have saw he just played against China, but yeah, he was a good player. Like he could have
Yeah.
probably, if he wanted to choose footy, his ruck craft and just natural ability was very solid. So
Were
you
you,
never know.
were you one of the blokes that was good at other sports as well?
Oh, not excelled at other sports, but could sort of pick up something and be all right at it.
Yeah.
Like not. I play cricket to sort of the same level as footy, but yeah,
So did you have to make a choice?
probably not. Like I wasn't quite playing state,
Right.
all
Okay.
that sort of stuff, but high rep, all that sort of.
Yeah, right. And you've got a brother who's a wrestler?
Yeah, old Harry. He does wrestling. Yeah, he's like,
Old Harry.
Hang on. I don't know about this. So, what sort of wrestling?
WWE.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah.
not WWE, but that's sort of like
That vibe of it.
thing. Yeah, so he sort of like VFL, I guess, of the AFL.
Yep.
But in wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
And
So where does he wrestle?
it could be anywhere.
Oh, no, but it's in Victoria.
Yeah.
If you want to go him in the street, mate, he will go.
He's a pretty big boy. Yeah.
Car parks.
Shopping centres.
Right, so he's local.
Oh yeah, local. Sometimes he does it in South Australia.
Yeah, right.
Just different venues. Yeah.
And you went and you are living at Point Cook at the minute, out that way.
Currently, yep.
Yeah, so a bit of a drive in and out to training each day.
Oh, it's not terrible. It's like 40 minutes. Yeah, I know a few boys who live out like Black Rock, that sort of way.
Yeah.
Sort of the same, probably different areas in terms of what's better or not, but they still have to drive a little while.
Did you have to get a new car, maybe from a teammate?
I did, yeah. Big Slovaki sold me his car, so ripped me off. No.
Did he?
Did you put it to him that you wanted to pay him back monthly
I don't know
with
how you
no
know this.
interest? Is this factually correct?
I don't know how you know this, and it is correct.
Yeah. Well, you got to start your negotiation
Yeah,
somewhere,
that's right.
and I
Gotta
think that's a
negotiate.
good place to start it.
And Suva's got heaps.
Yeah,
He got heaps of
exactly.
cash. He's not needing it. So, monthly instalments. We won't go through how many months it was because that gives away the price.
Yes.
But 111 months is a lot of months.
It's a sharp negotiation right there. Now, I've got a few questions for you about your teammates.
All right.
Just chuck us a name when I give you the question. Who's your funniest teammate?
Finbar Maley.
A Finbar male. And what is he just funny on the yap around the
Yeah,
place?
you just know what you're going to get. Like, he's a funny character.
Yeah.
You just know what you're going to get.
Who's the messiest? Whose locker is a disgrace?
Charlie Comben.
Yeah.
Oh, he's becoming a good player too.
Chomp.
Mm.
He's got some like toolkit at the moment. It's like, I don't know. It's like his
Did he
car,
win it from
like-
us?
He's got a
Well,
Did you say
Eddie
he's
won
got a
the Hump
toolkit
Day
in his
quiz
locker?
off us
it's
last
like
year.
like a tire fixing kit or something. I don't know.
Hang
In
on.
his locker?
Yeah.
Hang on. Say that again.
Eddie rang through and played the Hump Day quiz
What?
earlier this year and won.
And
Yeah.
as yourself?
We had Eddie Ford, North Melbourne, written there, and JB goes, "Is this actually Eddie Ford?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm playing the Hump Day
And
quiz,"
you won.
and he won.
Did you get your prize?
What was it again? Oh, it was the Undertaker tickets for like
Oh.
a TED talk. But yeah,
Gave him to the brother.
yeah, brother
Yeah.
wanted him. So
The wrestler, of course he did. All right, who's you finish a game. Which teammate is the first one on Tinder?
Cooper Harvey.
Quick.
There's a few though, not just him. But
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
continue to name him if you want.
I'll leave it there.
Who's the first player to look at their stats post-match?
Ooh, Luke Davis Uniac. I don't know. I'm not sure. Gets a lot of it though.
Who's your most likely teammate to suck up to the coach?
Jai Simpkin
Right.
or Harry Sheasel. Just big players.
Harry Sheasel. And finally, which of your teammates spends the most time in front of the mirror making sure they look just perfect?
Maybe George.
Oh,
George Wardlaw.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
literally.
see, that catches you by surprise because he's black boots, unassuming,
Yeah,
tucked in.
he's always trying to
You're
be
a,
different.
you're a little bit the same though because you're a very nicely presented young man, very cordial in the way that we spoke to you before. But then when you get on the footy field, you've had some negating roles. You tried to belt the suitcases out of James Sicily for the better part of a half. You've sort of had to find a little bit of that white line fever.
Yeah, I was gonna say like once you cross the line, I just sort of I've always played on the edge and try to not get under player's skin, but just know that I'm there.
Yeah.
Be a presence. So, yeah, like just stuff like that. Like it's I think it's good to have that. A few players per team. So
Yeah.
Obviously the Rat Pack was
We were probably doing more of that off field, having a presence. But we were okay on the field as well. And you coach. There's lots of made about Clarko.
Yeah.
How are you finding him?
He's a different cat, like
Yeah.
as we all know. But his expertise and coaching style is second to none. So it might not reflect on, sort of the win-loss sort of tally, but as a playing group, we all trust him and know that he's going to push us in the right direction.
There we go. Good to hear. Well, we'll see it out of Marvel Stadium tomorrow when you take on the Gold Coast Suns and notch up another win for the season.
We will, I think.
And,
there we go.
just for coming in today, this is an official captain's call.
Yes.
Rabsy, go and find a Triple M merch pack that we can give to Eddie on the way out the door.
Yeah, we'll get him a Triple M retro merch pack for sure.
There we
Absolutely.
go.
The
Eddie
least we can
Ford
do.
from North Melbourne. They've got a very winnable game tomorrow against the Gold Coast Suns. So, Roos fans, make sure you pack out Marvel Stadium. 1:45 tomorrow. Eddie Ford, thank you for coming in the rush hour. And we'll send you off with this.
Ça plane pour
Hey!
moi, ça plane pour moi, ça plane pour moi.